Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FTRL. You join us tonight for round 8, the final round of this GT17 Champions Cup season. And we are here at Spa. You can see there. So, been a relatively short season. Screw you, Junkie Sport. Nice way to start off the chat there. It's Junkie Sport's last ever race in FTRL. If he decides to come back next season, of course. So we wish him well and absolutely hope he doesn't bin it through over him. Definitely not. So it looks like we've got 11 drivers today. We are into slightly depleted numbers. We are into summer holiday season and people are also being lazy, having failed in their bid for the title, I would say. But we really do have just 2 people left in it. I'm going to spend a bit of time during qualifying. We've got 6 minutes, but it's a long lap, so it will end up being a little longer than that. We'll look at going through the table as it stands and how everyone's done this season. But we'll start with the 2 remaining title contenders. So, as you can see there, Aaron and Pagani. Just 4 points in each. So Pagani leads the way with 261 points, and then 257 for Aaron. So 4 points in it, 1 point per place in each of the 3 races tonight. So a total of 42 points up for grabs. We're doing 15 points. 15 points? Oh no, 15 points. 45 points up for grabs. I think I'd have learned this by now. So there really is nothing in it. 1 good race, 1 bad race is going to make all the difference tonight between these 2. We have got Costco racing as well. Didn't know whether he was going to turn up tonight, but he is here. So 249 points. It's not out of the realms of possibility for Costco to catch up. It's not likely, but as I said, 1 good race, 1 bad race. He's 12 points off the lead. So he is going to need Aaron and Pagani to have a couple of poor races, and he's going to have to do really, really well. But as I said, you do never know. We will see. Missing T. Smith tonight, unfortunately, so he's currently in 4th. He will be overtaken for 4th by Ross. Next on the table, we've got Lioness, who's also missing, so that gives the guys behind him, Blue Flag and Lee Cole, the opportunity to move into the top 6 at the end of the season, which I'm sure either will be happy with. A bit further down, we've seen a really good debut season from R8 Ismail Truth. I've seen some proper good driving from him, really good, really respectable driving, so he's definitely been a great addition to the league. He's had some ups and downs, I would say. He got a win in his first week. He's also picked up a 2nd win since then, but has been sort of back in the midfield for the majority of his races. So I'm sure he'd learn, and I'm pretty sure when we move on to the next season, if he comes with us, as is likely, to GT7 for the next season. If he comes along with us, then absolutely he should be a challenger. Then we've got Junkie Sport, as we said. Supposedly his final season with FTRL. We'll see. He's had some up and down results. A couple of weeks missing. A couple of very good results as well, though. Hasn't quite scraped a podium this season, I don't think. No, I think his best result is a 4th place, and that was last week at Dragon Trail. So it'd be good to see him get up there this week. We will see. Jonesy is, by his own admission, I think he's struggled a little bit. Whether it's the car, whether it's just the nature of this league, and this season in particular, I don't know. I know he's been getting frustrated seeing some of the times coming up and struggling to match them in the Mustang. Just seeing the first times coming through now. Aaron and Ross coming through and Pagani. Ross well ahead at the minute. We're only going to get one more qualifying lap out of this, so interesting for Aaron and Pagani, as everybody else coming in with 226s. Aaron with a 227, Pagani with a 228. So they have to get this right. Oscar up in third. Mikey just coming over the line now. He's going to need to improve on that lap as well. Mikey again has been missing for a couple of weeks of the season. He'll be battling it out with Andois a bit further down the table. And those two, I think, are the guys furthest down the table out of everyone we've got racing tonight. So yeah, Constructors' Championship already wrapped up. So that is going to Team Mazda, as you can see there. So that is all done and dusted. Congratulations to Aaron and Tom for that. That was secured last week at Dragon Trail. So we will go back to the action now. For final lap of qualifying. I'm going to keep an eye on Aaron and Pagani and see where they are with regards to their previous times. Aaron a second off Ross's current provisional pole. And he's 7/10 up. So Aaron is the lead car coming around, so he's going to be first across the line. He's not got a tow from anybody. In fact, he's giving Ross behind him possibly a little bit of a tow himself. Ross might be a little far back there, I'm not sure. But let's keep an eye back on Aaron as he comes through. So Aaron was 7/10 up in his previous time, so that's still 3/10 behind Ross's time. Here he comes round the bus stop, attacking the curbs, nicely off the exit, 226.0 to beat. Is he going to make it? I don't think he is. It's a 226.2, so he goes to second. Ross doesn't improve his time. Here comes Pagani over the line. It's a 226.4, so Pagani only into fourth in qualifying. Lee maintains third for now. Here comes Kuska, 226.4. He takes fourth off Pagani by 0.08 of a second. Is there anybody else coming through who's going to better that? Blue flag is going to be a 226.9. Seventh. Here comes Jonesy, 228 for him. He goes up to 8 behind blue flag, and then we've got Mikey coming across the line, and Mikey puts himself into 8th ahead of Jonesy. He'll be happy with that. A bit of a slide from Andy will cost him a little, and he jumps Jonesy as well. So that is everyone except for Junkie Sport. So he needs to better his time at 2:30. Ooh, careful. He's definitely going to better that. Not a bad lap, actually. I think we're going to see a 2:27 from Junkie Sport into 9th, just behind Mikey. So good luck from him. So Ross claims pole, and he could have something to say here about this title battle. But Aaron and Pagani a little further back. So for the final time, FTRL GT Sport, here is your race 1 lineup. Ross, Aaron, Lee, Kuska, Pagani, Ismail, blue flag, Mikey, Junkie Sport, Andois, and Jonesy. Pagani, championship leader, has the inside line, but back on the 3rd row. Long way. The lights are out, here we go. Typical good start from Ross, and Kuska has already jumped Aaron up into 2nd, so Aaron's going to fight to keep Pagani behind him. Pagani's still in 5th and may get mugged down the inside here. He's managed to hold 6th just about. Mikey has got his way up into 5th place there, so it's a great start from Mikey. Pagani 6th, and coming under pressure from the guys behind him as well. So it's Ross who leads us into Eau Rouge for the first time. Kuska, Aaron, Lee, Mikey, Pagani are the top 6. Everybody safely through for the first time. Penalty for Jonesy at the back there for cutting corner. Kuska is busily pushing Ross down the straight. We know Kuska needs to win. A bit further back, Lee is holding the inside line, defending against Aaron. Aaron's going to try and go all the way around the outside. It's a difficult move there, but he looks like he may hold it. He's still side by side with Lee. Lee's going to have the inside for this corner. Still side by side. Good racing between the two of them. tiny bit of contact, but nothing that you wouldn't expect. And Lee hits the inside, holds the line. Aaron's going to try and cut down the inside, but there's no room. Lee cuts him off. He's still got his nose in, Aaron, but he has to duck it back in behind. So really good racing to start off with, as we would expect. But Aaron cannot get past Lee. That has allowed Kuska to generate a 1.3 second gap. This is exactly what Kuska needs if he's got any hope challenging for the title. The last couple of weeks have really cost him. Just 2 podium finishes, a second and a third, no race wins for Kuska, and only 6 points in race 3 at Dragon Trail last week after a couple of meetings with the death chicane, should we say. Mikey's still ahead of Pagani here. Keep an eye on this because this looks like certainly the place to make a move. Keep your position all the way down the back straight and then make a move into the hairpin. In fact, Pagani's not hanging about. He's already past Mikey, as is Ismail. He's got past him on the straight. Nice easy move. Ismail looks to the inside, but there's no room there. Pagani up into P5 and now looking at the back of Aaron. So lap 1, tension does indeed ramp up with every passing lap. And Ismail Truth holding off Mikey. Ooh, he was just about got in front there. And now is Aaron going to be having another look at Lee Cole? Yes, indeed he is. It's got a really good exit. And he's already side by side with Lee as they come down the straight. Absolutely neck and neck. We're going to have literally a carbon copy of lap 1. Aaron's going to try and make the move down the outside. This time he decides to duck back in though, thinks better of it. Has to be aware of Pagani behind him. Doesn't want to waste too much time trying to make moves on Lee if he gives Pagani a chance. Was he giving himself an opportunity here? Probably not. Difficult place to make a move. Not going to get around the outside, certainly. No way through for Aaron yet. Does look faster than Lee. Just got to try and find space. And again, they're side by side. Aaron is pushing. Again, he backs out at the corner. He knows he can't afford to take the risk of being pushed wide. This will be more of an opportunity. Has the attentive got straight line speed, though, to get past that Viper down the straight? Sticking to the back of him. Pagani 6/10 back, so maybe not close enough to take advantage unless something goes badly wrong for Aaron. Is Aaron going to look to the inside? Yes, he is. He's going to try and outbrake Lee into the chicane, and he's got it done. Nice move from Aaron. He is up to the P3. Has that compromised Lee enough to allow Pagani through? I don't think so. In fact, Lee's got a better drive off the corner, and Lee might look to challenge Aaron back into turn 1 here. Is he going to make the move? He is not. I mean, making a move at turn 1 is, unless it's absolutely perfect and you pull out a gap, it's largely immaterial. You'll most likely just get passed back down the straight anyway. So Aaron up P3. Pagani still P5, but very close to Lee in 4th. Just under 10 minutes to go in race 1. And the battle resumes, and now Pagani really is involved. He's going to try and push Aaron through, which is maybe slightly surprising, but possibly the better move, because I think Pagani would rather have the one-on-one with Aaron rather than have Lee in the middle of this battle. But it's as you are coming through the chicane here on lap 3. 2.5 seconds now up front. Ross leads Kuska by 4/10. Kuska perfectly happy to sit behind Ross for now and stretch that gap, make sure there's no chance of Aaron and Pagani catching. A bit further back, Ismail more comfortable in 6th now, ahead of Blue Flag, who's ahead of Andy, Jonesy in 9th, Mikey not too far behind him. Junk Sport at the back. So back to these three, still stuck tight together. Long way to go yet in this race, but if it does finish like this, then the gap, Ghani's lead in the championship, will be cut just 2 points going into race 2. Oh, a wild panda has appeared. Time for race 2, I would assume. That could throw something into the mix, especially if the full grid gets reversed. Now Pagani has a look at Lee Cole. Looks like he's going to get him down the straight. Has the pace. He's done it early enough that it gives Lee the opportunity to get back in the slipstream and look for a move back. It does not. I mean, I don't think, Lee obviously wants the points. He's still in battles of his own, but he's not going to do anything. He rarely does. Very rarely makes any stupid moves anyway, does Lee, but he's certainly not going to do it and compromise one of the title challengers. So he will try and stick in behind Pagani, but Pagani now up at P4 and chasing down Aaron. And meanwhile, the gap is... Is the gap coming down? Not so much, actually. 2.5 seconds. Custer and Aaron here. Custer with a 2:26.3 last lap. Aaron with a 2:26.4. It really... If they're in this position, it really doesn't matter. I don't think they need to worry overly about Custer being 1 place ahead of them. If he was... if he was 4, 5, 6 places ahead of them, then yeah, maybe they'd work together to catch up, but... I don't think that's really of any consequence to these two now. It's all about who can finish ahead of the other. Just under 7 minutes left, so we are going to get... Oh, it's going to be quite tight, actually. We'll get this lap and then 2, maybe 3 more. It's actually very close, so that could play a big part as well. Beaver says, I expect to move. Hakkinen did once on Schumacher and Villeneuve at the same spot by Pagani. Oh, you'd have to walk me through that one. I don't recall. My F1 knowledge is not that good, unfortunately. The gap really is coming down now. I'm not sure if there's been a bit of bother up front. It doesn't really look like it, but 1 second out of Kuska, Aaron has taken on this lap. So either he's on an absolute flyer or Kuska and Ross have slowed down a little. Aaron does seem to have pulled a slight gap on Pagani, so I'm going to say this is an exceptional lap from Aaron. 2:26.4 was his fastest. There was no... I think the qualifying pole was 2:26 flat. Kuska has done a 2:25.9 on his previous... on lap 2, sorry. Oh yeah, Aaron is well ahead of that. What a hell of a lap for Aaron. And Pagani as well. In the slipstream, he's stuck with him. 2:25.3. It's exceptional pace for both of these guys. That is why they are catching Kuska at a rate of knots here. Pagani really is close now, bumper to bumper as they come through. Is he going to make the move here? I think Pagani has to assume that this is going to be the penultimate lap. It might not be, but I think he has to assume it. A bit too close to call for me. They probably won't make the move yet, unless there's a clear opening. Lee is not really a threat to these guys anymore. 2 seconds back with a half-second penalty. He'll be fairly comfortable in 5th, though. Ahead of Ismail, and critically for him, ahead of Blue Flag, his closest rival in the standings. Blue Flag struggling to get the pace to get close to Ismail. Andy further back. Mikey's sticking with Jonesy, but he has got a second penalty, and he's gonna suffer with that. Not really very easy to get rid of penalties down here. What is Junkie Sport doing? He's just out for a leisurely Sunday drive on his last day. a 3 minutes 12 in lap 3. Did he pit? No idea what he's up to. Back to the action. Ah, I do remember that actually, now you say, Fever. The one where they just sort of both split out. Yeah, they both like split out at the same time. Yeah, I do recall that now. It'd be quite something to see something like that. Kuska is looking very interested in the win here. And I'm more confident, a lot more confident now, that there is going to be 2 more laps, because they're coming over the line with 2:45 to go. So definitely going to be 2 more laps here. Kuska, right on the back of Ross, and Pagani right on the back of Aaron. Not quite such a blistering pace this lap. They are still getting closer to the front too, so this could end up being a 4-way battle for the win here. Got the beers back out for the final week of the season. No, beers, everyone. I'm not saying a lot because this is genuinely tense. I can't. I think everyone's going to wait for the last lap by the look of it. Unless there's any real mistakes. I doubt it's going to happen. As I said, if these 2 put in their lap times, they will catch up to the back of the other 2. They will also catch up to the back of them if Kuska decides to try and make a move on Ross and they start battling. But like I said before, I don't think they are that bothered about the 2 in front of them. Nothing really happening now further back, apart from Mikey getting a little closer to Andy, but a bit further ahead of Jonesy, but his penalties are going to cost him unless he can get even further away. Jonesy will want to forget this season. It's not been what he hoped for, I don't think. We'll come back stronger next. Right, here we go. Faber asking if they end up with the same points, Aaron gets the title because of the number of wins, right? Yeah, that is correct. It's not going to change tonight in terms of the number of wins, because Aaron already has 5 wins, Pagani only has 2. So to level up on the wins, Pagani would have to win all 3 races, and then he'd of course win the title anyway. So yeah, Aaron just has to draw level up points, which means he has to gain 4 points overall across the 3 races. It's not a lot. If this stays as it is, as we come into the final lap, then he would have gained 1 point, of course, or leave him with 3 to find. Okay, is anybody going to finish this lap? Junkie Sport definitely. This will be his last lap. Everybody else gets through 4 laps 7. So, final lap of race 1. It is Ross who leads Kuska through Rouge and down the straight for the final time of this race. The gap between the 2 just 0.3 of a second. The gap between Aaron and Pagani is less than 0.2. Is this where Pagani looks to make a move? Cuts to the inside. He's got the pace. I think he's got it done, you know. He might get it done pretty much on the straight. He has. He's into 3rd. If Pagani gets ahead of Aaron, it's not something Aaron can really afford. Pagani clumping the bollard, though, as he comes through the S-bends. Does that give Aaron an opportunity to make his way down the inside? Yes, it does. Into the long, tight right-hander. Aaron gets the place back. Up front, Kuska is looking interested for the win as well. But we'll stick with Aaron and Pagani now. Aaron very wide there, right out onto the green portion of the curb. That doesn't get you a penalty, so it'll be alright in that respect. car stable. Junkie Sport's got a puncture. It's not good. It's not looking good. Whether that's his tyres or his lungs, I don't know. Aaron still holds third. Bollards are not having a good time at these two. Was Pagani looking for a late move down the inside? No, he's going to duck back in. It's going to be final back straight here for both of these pairs of cars. They're not going to catch the two at the front. Cusker is very, very close to Ross. He's left it right to the last. Pagani's going to leave it right to the last minute as well. It's going to be an attack down into the bus stop or possibly on the straight. What's Aaron able to do? Pagani draws alongside. He's ahead on the track. He's got himself ahead on the straight. Can Aaron hold it? Aaron's very wide. He's still there though. He's still ahead. Aaron's still third. It's Kuska trying to go around the outside. Aaron is holding the inside. It looks like he stayed ahead of Pagani. Can Pagani get the switch back off the line? Kuska hasn't managed it. Ross is going to get the win. It's Aaron just ahead of Pagani. It's so close though. It's literally a run to the line. Aaron takes it. 300th of a second. Oh my word. Lee in 5th, Ismail Truth 6th, followed home by Blue Flag. Andy with a well-reserved 8th, ahead of Mikey, who is going to beat Jones to the line despite his penalties. Junkie Sport sauntering round for 11th. Wow. Yeah. Brilliant race. Fantastic driving standards. And finishing in 300. Sorry, I've just been off the helmet. Fuck's sake, Ross. Wow. What a race. Standards this season have been outstanding. They really have. So Kuska gains a point on Aaron, who gains a point on Pagani. So as it stands, therefore, that leaves Aaron 3 points back. So, as always, we are going to spin the wheel. Let's do it. So we have got, I think, I'm not going to include Panda, even though he's going to be racing. I'm assuming he's going to be put in last. So let's have a look here. I'm going to go to 11 racers. Bring that into view. So you can all see the wheel there, yep. Rid of the adverts. Right, this could prove absolutely crucial. Let's go. What's it going to be? 8. 8 is our number. Have enjoyed the wheel. Let's say. So, what does that mean? That means the top 8 will be reversed for race 2. So we should all know by now, but just in case there's anyone new in. So, unlucky Junkie Sport. What that means is Andy and Blue Flag will be on front row. And then it will be Ismail, Lee Cole, then Pagani and Aaron, and then Kuska and Ross, and then Michael Jonesy and Junkie Sport at the back. Don't worry, Carl, you'll get your chance in race 3 to be a bit nearer the front. Alright, so get your predictions in for race 2. Tell me what you think is going to happen. Does Costco still have a chance? I mean, just double. Just double checking the table. He will have gained 2 points on Pagani. Yeah. It puts him 9 points behind. I don't think so. You never know. But I don't think so. Especially as he now get past Aaron and Pagani. I think it would need basically some sort of incident between Aaron and Pagani that takes them both out. And as we've seen from the first race and basically through 17 seasons of FTRL, the way they're able to race pretty much nose to tail and side by side without having any sort of incident or barely even any contact is just outstanding. So it's not likely, but this is racing, this is FTRL, you never know. Okay, so as we said, the grid for race 2 sees Andy and Blue Flag at the front, Ismail and Lee put behind, and then followed by Pagani in 5th and Aaron in 6th, with Kuska just behind them. Now Kuska does get a quick start. The lights are already up here. Watch out for Kuska. Here we go. Everybody is away. Andy looks to have got a very good start. Kuska has immediately dived to the inside. He might need to get all the way around the inside. He's on the grass trying to get past Ismail Truth and Blue Flag. Andy comfortably into turn 1 in the lead, and Kuska is challenging for second here. Ross is very, very wide, bumping over the AstroTurf, or the curb on the outside. And when it all filters out, Andy's got a decent lead, and then it's Kuska, Blue Flag sandwiched in the middle, followed by Pagani, and then Aaron. Lee has lost out a little bit, he's down to 6th. And then it's Ismail, and then Ross in 8th. Ross has picked base 2nd penalty. Panda joining us for race 2. He is neck and neck with his teammate Mikey as they come into the corner. Oh, a little bit of contact. Panda holds it. Rex Boy's there, Jonesy at the back. And they're getting away as the guys in front battle. Pagani has made his way past Kuska, so it's a big move early on from Pagani. Aaron is following, looking to find a way through. Kuska won't let this go easily. He could yet have something to say in this title race, as we said. Somebody was a bit wide there. I think it was Blue Flag. Yeah, he's dropping back. Lee is very wide and he's into the barriers. He's managed to hold it, but he has dropped down to 7th. The Blue Flag, Lee and Ismail going at it. A bit further up, it's these three. 3 guys still in with a shot at the title. Pagani, Kuska and Aaron. Absolutely no idea what's going to happen. Aaron's got a bit of a dilemma here though. Kuska will fight for that position. Aaron obviously wants that position, but he does not. Really, if it was me, I wouldn't be fighting Kuska very hard for it at the minute. I'd be pushing him closer to Pagani. If Aaron tries to fight for this and Kuska manages to hold him off, Pagani could get away. He probably won't catch him. What is Aaron going to do? Andy has a 1.4 second lead. They have closed in, but yeah, it's not so much Aaron looking for a move on Kuska, it's Kuska having a look at Pagani. Kuska's got a pretty good drive off the final corner as well. Potential to go for it down in turn 1, but as we said before, that's probably not the best idea. Kuska has 0.2 of a second penalty, so he obviously picked up a half second somewhere, and he's managed to bleed it all off, which is a good effort from him. It'll filter through. Mike is unfortunately now at the back. Going to go up to 9th, just behind Ross. Ross looking for a way past blue flag here. Let's see what he can do. Oh, Kuska and Pagani side by side. It looks like Kuska may have the line here. Pagani's going to try and hang it around the outside though. They've got to go side by side. Oh, a bit of a slide from Pagani. Kuska flashing the lights. He's trying to hold on. He's still got the inside line. They're still neck and neck. Pagani's slightly ahead. Kuska is going to hold the inside, and then it's difficult for Pagani to find anywhere to go. Has to slot him back behind to stop Aaron getting through. So good attempt at a move from Pagani there, but not quite able to make it count. Up front, and is driving solidly. He'll be wishing there was 1 minute to go and not 11 minutes to go, but fortunately for him, still plenty of time. He's going to have to, even though he doesn't have the raw pace, he's going to have to rely on these three absolutely fighting for their lives between them. Kuska pushing it to the limit there. He was very wide. Kept the car stable though. Got a good exit. Pagani is quicker in the slipstream behind him, and Aaron will follow him as well. Pagani immediately making the move to the left-hand side. That will give him the inside run down for the very, very fast left-hander. Should be full throttle, but if you're too wide, it might be a bit different. Just lifting off slightly as Pagani. Kuska goes wide. Pagani hits second. And this time, Pagani will hold second place into the chicane. Another penalty for Kuska. Aaron is looking for the switchback perhaps here on Kuska. Nearly got his nose in Aaron, but he would have been on the outside for turn 1 anyway, so he's quite sensibly backed out. Good lap from Andy, 2:27.3. He's keeping ahead of the guys behind him for the moment. Catching up with the fastest lap of the race so far, 2:26.7, is Ismail Truth, so he might yet have some say in this. He is catching up to the back of Aaron in 4th. You would think the Toyota would suffer quite a bit round here in terms of sort of top speed, essentially. It has proven a difficult car for the guys that have chosen it, especially in Group 4. Ismail's driven it well. A little bit further back, Lee and Ross almost side by side. Ross ducks back in though. Don't think he's going to make the move. No. Keep told. Back to the front. These three now are catching Andy in the lead. Pagani starting to pull away slightly. Kuska and then Aaron. Very close again. Really is all dependent on how these two finish relative to each other. Aaron manages to grab another point back from Pagani. He's got a real shot going into the 40-minute Group 3 race. Pagani finishes ahead and gets that lead even back up to 4 points, then Aaron's got it all to do. Again, just a real dilemma for him. What does he do here? Still behind Kuska. Does he just help Kuska along? Get him to challenge Pagani again? Or does he try and make the move? He has pulled alongside Kuska briefly. Has he got into the slip of Pagani? Pagani's a bit left and right. He's trying to figure out what he should do. He's trying to simultaneously get past Andy and then worry about the guys behind him. There is 4 drivers within a quarter of a second. Oh, Pagani's off. He's very, very wide, bouncing over the grass. He's back on the track. He's somehow still in 3rd ahead of Aaron. Now he drops to 4th as Aaron looks to make his way round the outside and cut Pagani off. Didn't see quite what happened there, but Pagani ended up a good sort of 10 yards off the track. Had to rumble back over the grass to get on, so they're all still together. Everybody else is getting drawn in. Andy is still in the lead. So the order has changed around slightly, but now we are looking at 6 cars within 2.5 seconds of the lead, and a few more not that far behind. Young Sport is 9th, he's only 5 seconds back. This is getting very, very interesting. So it is now Andor, Kuska, now just a 10th back and looking for the lead. Aaron, and then Pagani. So that's the exact order they finished in race 1. Kuska, Aaron, and then Pagani. Whether Pagani will have anything to say about that incident down the back straight, I don't know. I don't even know if it was an incident or if he just went wide. I didn't see any contact. The angle wasn't great. Still 6.5 minutes to go. Still, Andy holds first from Kuska. Aaron Pagani, just a second back from Pagani now is Lee. Lee with the fastest lap of the race on the last lap, 2:26.1, 2:26.0. Really good pace from Lee. And Ismail not far behind him. So this is the dynamics of this race of the championship. It is not just these two or even these three. Quite a number of other cars could yet get involved. We had absolute carnage at the left-hand kink coming down this straight on the last lap. Is it going to happen again? Pagani slightly further back this time, but not much. But it's Aaron who's challenging Kuska. He's only just over a 10th back. Everybody nice and cleanly through there this time. Is there going to be a move into the bus stop? Here comes Aaron to the inside. Kuska's going to try and hold it. He does hold it. Aaron trying to switch back though. Does he get the drive off the corner? Oh, I don't think it's going to be enough. And now he's under pressure from Pagani. Lee again with the fastest lap. Lee is really picking up the pace. 2:25.4 from Lee. Kuska defends to the inside. Still there. Lee is right on the back of Pagani now. This is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. 5 minutes to go. We saw 7 laps last time. We will see 7 laps this time. And he still leads. Kuska is getting closer, and now he has a little bit of room between himself and Aaron. Only half a second, but that might give him the opportunity to make the move on Andy. And he gets it done. Not, or does he? Yes, he gets it done down the straight. Nice move from Kuska. Oh, and a big hit from Andy on the bollards. Keeps the car going. That will have cost him a bit of pace. One again. Just trying a little bit too hard to make the apex. Now Aaron's looking down the inside, and it's Pagani going to try and follow him. I think Andy's got out of the way there. Yeah, fair play to him. He's done a really good job. Oh, there he goes. I was going to say he's done a really good job holding the lead for this long. Definitely the longest I've seen him lead the race, and he was almost matching the guys behind him for pace. 2:26.3 on his last lap. Great pace from Andy, but he's now dropped 2.4. I really didn't think he didn't want to ruin anyone's championship, which is fair enough. As I said, fair play to him. But it has cost him a bit. It's cost him 3 places and a second penalty with Lee right on his tail. So I think he will now be looking to try and consolidate, maybe 5th, with the guys now dropping off a bit behind him. Ross blue flag and Ismail are battling for 6th. So that might give Andy the opportunity. So now we have Kuska in the lead, but Aaron is still only a 10th back and has been for about 2 laps now. And he's still there. So you'd think now. Oh, Aaron looking again. You think now, absolute best that Aaron can hope for. Oh, here comes Pagani. He's got such a good drive off the corner. That's a great move. Pagani's absolutely nailed that, and he's in 2nd. Across the start-finish line. But then he goes wide out of turn 1. Holds it though. I was about to say, although it doesn't look as likely now, the absolute best that Aaron can hope for is a win with Pagani third. That would put him 1 point behind going into the Group 3 race, but in reality, he just has to finish ahead of Pagani, give himself a chance. The difference between a 2-point gap and a 4-point gap is so much. You would think regardless, Aaron would be looking to win the final race. Oh, he's had to go wide there and he's back in third and a little bit further back, trying to get past Kuska. Still battling away. There was literally nothing between these guys at all. So a lap and a half to go. Advantage Pagani at the moment. He leads from Kuska. Aaron, however, is, despite being a third, is only less than half a second behind Pagani. I think Aaron has to go into this final lap ahead of Kuska to have any chance. And he has to be ahead of Kuska and not still within touching distance of Pagani in the lead. It's a big ask. Oh, it's so close. 2/10 between first and third. Is Kuska going to make the move and try and go down the outside of Pagani? He's having a look. I think he's outbraking himself though. Can Pagani get the drive off the corner still and hold first? It's very close. It's very close. I think Pagani's still got it. Aaron's coming in real close now. He's got the inside run on Kuska. He's not quite got into the final lap ahead of him, but it looks like he's got to get ahead here, and he's got to get the slipstream from Pagani. So into the final lap, it is Pagani who leads with Aaron second, Kuska third. Lee just half a second back as well. Looking a bit further down the line, Andy is still holding fifth, doing a good job. Ross is now sixth, ahead of Blue Flag, Ismail Junksport in ninth, Panda in 10th, Jonesy, and then Mikey. Everybody has made it through for lap 7 this time. Pagani leads from Aaron, but the gap is 1/10 of a second. Aaron has the slipstream. Has a look. Ducks back in. Don't think the Attends has got the straight line speed. Has he got a nudge from Kuska though? He's going to try and outbrake Pagani into the chicane. Pagani's held him, he's slid. He's hit the inside curb and he's slid. And Aaron takes the lead and Kuska takes second. Oh, it's all going on. Lee's getting involved as well. Pagani's going to make a lunge down the inside to take second place back from Kuska, and he's made it stick as well. Can you believe this? Aaron in first. He's got 6/10 gap now. 2 Pagani in second. Kuska third, Lee fourth. Still just a second separating the top 4. Half of that gap belongs to Aaron. Can he make it stick now? Just that one slight mistake from Pagani, just clipping too much of the inside curb into the S-bend. But he's still in slipstream range, and he will still potentially have the chance. Oh, and he's very wide trying to catch up here. Oh, he's absolutely giving it everything. He's still just about within slipstream range. Oh, Kuska's into second, but he's picked up a penalty. Has he? Oh, Pagani's gone. He's off. It was Pagani with the penalty, and Pagani is off on the outside, and he's down to 4th. Oh, my word. Can you believe it? He's down to 4th place. He's behind Lee. He's killed his penalty. Has he got a chance to get past Lee? It looks like it's going to be Aaron's win here. Kuska is in second. Again, didn't quite see what happened. Pagani is going to look. He hasn't got the time to make a move on Lee and kill his penalty. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Aaron takes the win. Lee is going to let Pagani back through his teammate. Kuska in second. Pagani in third, after being let through on the line by his Viper teammate Lee, who finishes 4th. Ismail Truth, in the end, beating Andy to the line. Really good result for Andy. He's still in 6th place. He led that race for a long time before being caught. Finishes ahead of Ross in 7th, Blue Flag in 8th. Wow. So you know what that means. Going into the final race, there are your results from race 2. Race 1 gained Aaron a point on Pagani, bringing it to a 3-point gap. For that race, pending of course any stewards' inquiries, I didn't see anything happen. Pagani was very wide on a couple of occasions. Pending those results, the gap is now 1 point. Pagani has a 1-point lead on Aaron going into the final race, the Group 3 race. This, being race 3, is a reverse championship race. Rolling start. Why has Pagani left the room? Come back, Pagani. For God's sake. Don't deny us this. As if we needed more drama, Pagani has just left the lobby. Junkie Sport overtook someone. As if the race wasn't exciting enough. Junkie Sport actually overtook someone, apparently. We need Pagani back in this room. Is he gone? Come back, Pagani. We need you. We need you for the content. Right, while we wait, bated breath. Ah, he's back. Thank God. I was hoping that was just a. Hoping that was just a glitch. I was hoping it wasn't drama. I was just looking for some sort of Real Housewives style backing music to overlay onto the screen, just in case. But it looks like we're okay. There was an apology in the in-game chat from Kuska there. I don't know what that was about. If I knew I had time, I'd go back and look at the replays, but I don't. I think the final race will be starting soon, so I don't want to leave the lobby and miss it. That would be painful. Ah, we've got Pagani in the chat. Yeah, as I say, we didn't see anything that happened on the stream, but whatever did happen there sent you wide. I'm sure it'll be looked at after, so yeah, keep your head screwed on, mate. Going to the final race, you've still got a 1-point lead going in. 1 point will be all that Aaron needs. As we've said, based on number of wins, which will be the deciding factor. If he gains that point in the finish level, Aaron will take the title. I don't even want your prediction this time. I know that nobody knows what's going to happen here. Anything could happen. Really could. Oh man, this is exhausting. Mind the people that are racing. I'm knackered. Oh, well, take a moment to compose yourselves, everyone. One-minute warning. This is, of course, the Group 3 race coming up, so 40 minutes with tyre wear and fuel depletion. Fuel has played a part, I will say that. And here you go, just to confirm it, thanks to some quick work by Mikey.
This is great banter.
Have we got it?
It really is.
I clicked the right one. There you go. There's the live table. So 1 point between the top two. Right, let's go. Let's do this. Your grid for the final race of GT17 is as follows: Mikey on pole, Andy, Jonesy, Junkie Sport, Ismail, Panda, Lee Cole, Blue Flag, Ross, Kuska, Aaron, Pagani. Rolling start. Mikey will lead us off. We've seen quite a few races where the leader has managed to pull out a decent lead. They've always succumbed thus far to the guys behind them. But you can see how far back Pagani in the last is. Let's just watch the clock. As he comes over the line, the Viper is 16 point something seconds behind Nike in first. In fact, the reading is 12 and a half actually. Just going to watch these two for a bit, even though they're at the back. Is there going to be a challenge? Again, it doesn't matter how far up the field they are. There's just 1 point in it. And immediately, Johnny has made his move into 11th, ahead of Aaron. Down the first straight on lap 1. Long way to go yet, but that is a clear statement of intent for Pagani. Quite a few penalties further up already. Half a second for Lee, half a second for Panda. Everybody at the front seems to have got away absolutely fine. Half a second penalty for Andy as well. Mikey has a 1.5 second lead at the front. What can Mikey do here? I know how much he would love to finish this season, and you know, as we've said, most likely finish GT Sport with a podium or even a win. I'm not cursing him. I'm trying not to curse him anyway. He's had some really good results in the past. He's had really terrible ones as well, to be fair. But he's had some really good results, and you know he can drive quickly. He has picked up a win before. I think. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, Mikey. I think it's just the one win in FTRL for Mikey. At least in if we're talking sort of the top division, where we have more than one division in GT Sport. But I know how much he'd love to do this. He can keep his head down, take advantage of some potential incidents behind it that may happen, perhaps. We will see. Young Sport making a move on Jonesy there, out of turn 1. Put up third. Nice tribute livery from Junkie Sport there. Oh, where's Jonesy going? I don't think you're allowed to make a move like that. Just cutting the entire of the corner. I mean, it's cost Jonesy a little actually. And are they going 3 wide? Of course they're going 3 wide. Why not, lads? Go for it. Jonesy's the one that's going to lose out. Oh, hold it. Yeah, he's held it. Why not? Well, Junkie Sport holds third. He's made up his 4th. And is catching Mikey up front here. Could be an interesting little battle with Junkie Sport 3.5 seconds back. Lee is 6th, Blue Flag 7th. Kuska, with the result from the first couple of races, pretty much done in terms of the championship for him. He's 9 points back, so he's an absolute disaster. But he needed a win and a complete disaster from Aaron and Garni. With the best run in the world, it's not going to happen. So, go racing for pride in this final race. He's got Panda in between him and Garni, and then Aaron half a second back from him. Ross somehow has dropped to the back. So we'll try and focus. I don't. As tense and exciting as it is, I don't want to spend the entire 40 minutes on the championship contenders. So I'm going to keep an eye on this battle at the front for a minute, because Mikey has been overtaken by Andy, but he's starting to reel him back in, and just behind, Truth, who has put in some really good Group 3 showings since he's been here. He's trying to get past Junkie Sport. Paul's holding the line at the minute. Just about holds on out of turn 1. They go down. Radillon and Eau Rouge. He will have the slipstream. Lee's not too far back. Oh, we've lost Kuska. Oh, that's a shame. Been any incident? I don't think so. Everybody else. Aaron's a little bit further back than he was with Pagani. Pagani's now challenging Panda for 8th. And this could prove pivotal. I don't really know if anything happened there with Kuska. And Aaron is being challenged by Ross. So Pagani's made his way up into 8th. And Ross has taken Aaron. And that leaves Aaron 3 places behind Pagani here. Well. It's all gone on there. All of a sudden, from being sort of comfortably just half a second back and assessing his options, Aaron suddenly finds 2 cars between himself and Pagani. A bit further forward, Blue Flag and Jonesy are battling. A little bit of butching from Jonesy. Bit of rubber banding there. Hoping this is not beginnings of a lobby issue. That would be an absolute travesty. Jonesy's car, on my screen at least, really is all over the place though. Blue flag half a second back from him. Pagani following them. Aaron, I think, needs to do something here. He can't let Pagani get away and start making his way up the order. Especially if he gets... Pagani can get past Blue Flag and Jonesy. He can make his way into that sort of 3-4-ish second gap between Jonesy and Lee. And he will have free space to run. And that could be it for Aaron. In the meantime, further up front, Ismail has now made his way up to third ahead of Junk Sport. Lee Holt is gaining as well. Oh, and there goes Mikey. Oh, that's such a shame. Mikey is in the barrier. And he's now going to have to wait for everybody to go past. I've done it myself. We're still going around. Oh, the pain. Pain of it all. Done it myself quite a few times. Just desperate to step on that throttle coming out of the bus stop, and that is what happens. You do it too much, too forcefully. So that leaves, as per race 2, FTRL and Anwar in the lead. 2.5 seconds, and why not, lads? Let's go for it again. 3 wide into the S-Benz. This time, Junkie Sports sensibly backed out, and Ismail Truth has second place now, ahead of Lee. Junkie Sport back in 4. So those 3 will continue to battle it out. Further back, Pagani. Yeah, we've changed around a bit again here. Jonesy has made way, whether via his own volition or just everyone forcing their way through. He is in 10th. Panda has also dropped back into 9th, and Aaron has made a bit of ground. But Aaron is clinging on here to his title hopes. Sends a puff of dirt as he comes round the sweeping left-hander. He is now pursuing Ross, and Ross is a second behind Pagani, who is trying to get past Blue Flag. And if there's one car that Aaron would want in front of Pagani right now, while he's trying to get back at him, it's Blue Flag. So something that we've seen absolutely key as we come up to the pit window, between 10 and 30 minutes in the pit window, so you can stop whenever you like in that time, but you must stop. So something we have seen is key in a number of races is fuel consumption. We've seen cars not only utilising an undercut, but also leapfrogging other cars based on the fact that they need to put in a little bit more and a little bit less fuel. We'll come back to that because Pagani is trying to go round the outside of turn 1 and get Blue Flag. Blue Flag is not going to let that happen. But it might give Pagani the run down the back straight, and there will be little, if he's close enough, there'll be little Blue Flag can do about that. So he's close enough, he might be a bit too close. Up they come. Nicely taken by Pagani. Quarter of a second back. Got Ross to worry about as well, though. It's not going to necessarily be clean and simple move. Blue Flag will spend the inside for all he's worth. We know you can get round the outside, and that is what Pagani is going to try and do. Holds the outside, but he can't make it stick, and he's outbroken himself a little bit, and here comes Ross. Ross can't find a way through, so Blue Flag stays ahead. Pagani stays in 6th, but everybody else is a lot closer now, and Aaron is right there. Ross now looking to make a move on Pagani. Through the right-hander, and has he got it done? He's got it done. Great move from Ross. Pagani back to 7th, and once again in his rearview mirror, there is Aaron. I'd say I was worried for Aaron when Pagani got 2 cars in between himself and Aaron. I really was worried for him. But thanks partly to Aaron's efforts in his lap times and also the efforts of others, particularly Ross, who's at the fastest lap of the race on lap 4, 2:17.5. He's right back in it. The gap now to Junkie Sport is 4.5 seconds. As I said, pretty immaterial where the 2 title challenges end up, apart from relative to each other. But these 4, with the sad demise of Mikey, having a good old race here, and is still ahead. 2:18.4 hours to Ismail's 2:18 flat. So he's going to be catching him in the next couple of laps, you would think, if he maintains that pace. Let's see. And with a 2:18.5 that time. Oh, it's now 2:17.4. So you think even this lap he might catch him? I said before, this is the time for one of the F1 style Amazon sponsored battle forecasts, except for the fact they're absolutely fucking awful. I hate them. See if Junkersport can hang in there. Has he got the pace? Not really. He hasn't got below 2:18. The guys ahead of him are lapping faster than that. So he's going to struggle a little bit unless he can pick up the pace. What is going on here? Aaron's dropped back a bit. He's out of the slip here. Pagani is gaining on blue flag and Ross. Ross is trying to get around the outside of blue flag, who's going to hold the line, and again defends superbly. That's the second lap in a row we've seen perfect car placement on that corner for blue flag. Ross is still looking interested though, but again, blue flag cuts across him, just cuts him off. Aaron just needs to step on it a little bit here, make sure he keeps pace with these guys. They are almost identical, Garni and Aaron. 26 and a bit minutes to go. Almost identical on tyre wear and fuel consumption. Aaron has used very, very, very slightly more fuel. But judging by the amount left, it might not even matter. They may not even put any fuel in. Might actually be pretty close. Half a tank if they stop on 20 minutes. We will see whether they would chance it. You think looking at the fuel there, you're 2/3 into the race. You've got pretty much 2/3 of a tank of fuel left. You think you just have to go for it. Not put any fuel in, just do a bit of fuel saving if you have to at some point. So the other question is, does Aaron try the undercut? Not yet. Aaron's tyres again. His fuel is slightly worse, his tyres are slightly worse as well. Garni chancing his arm, maybe looking for the switch back on Ross. Oh, bit of a wiggle coming out of the corner there for Garni, but oh, are they going to go side by side through Eau Rouge? This is extremely dangerous. Ross gets Garni the room. Garni gets through. Does he? Ross was wide. He's going to get a penalty. Ross is still ahead. He will pick up a penalty for that. I don't think there was any contact. I think Ross just ran out of room. Garni down the inside. This time gets the move done. But amazingly, I think Ross got away without a penalty there, which makes me think there must have been a bit of contact, but I'm not sure. Nonetheless. Oh, Ross is back down the inside, and here comes Aaron. Surely Aaron can't get through as well. No, Pagani slots back in, so Ross back in 6th, Pagani 7th, Aaron 8th. Oh, and Ross is off. He's on the grass. Back on the track, still somehow in 6th. Pagani's got the inside line, no. And this looks like surely Ross can't hold him around the outside. He's picked up half a second penalty for going wide. Pagani definitely ahead. Aaron maybe through as well. Aaron is through ahead of Ross and slots back in behind Pagani. Whew. There's 25 minutes left, by the way. Blue flag has managed to pull out a gap with all this going on. He's got 2 seconds on these guys now. In the meantime, Ismail Truth has hit the lead. I think Andy's had a poor lap 6, 2:20 from him. That's dropped him down to 3rd. Doing well on his tyres, they're pretty evenly spaced. I mean that car is that car's gonna do alright on its tyres, so he's looking alright there. I think it must have just been either there was a bit of a battle going on or a mistake from Andy. Has he recovered it a bit now? Not really. Another 2:20 pretty much. might let Junkie Sport start closing in a little, perhaps. Well, now, Ismail Truth has the lead and the fastest lap of the race on lap 7. Looking good for him. Lee in second. And heading back now to this battle. We see Pagani still 6th. Aaron just behind him. Ross just behind them. Literally nothing to choose. For 8 weeks. 24 races. There's nothing at all. Hundredths of a second in race 1. What a single potential incident in race 2. And now they're stuck together again. You wouldn't expect anything else. I don't think Ismail's going to be caught here. He's lapping faster than anyone else, even on 7-lap old tyres. Lee is trying his absolute best to keep up, and Lee's lapped into the 217 himself, but he's slowly getting away. Ismail. Battle for third will be interesting, and Blue Flag is not a million miles behind now. So Blue Flag 2 seconds and a bit behind Junkie Sport. Is Aaron going to make the move here? Goes to the outside to get a good run off the left-hander. Will he make the move? Not this time. Got our first pitter, Junkie Sport. Is anybody else coming in? Here come Pagani and Aaron. We're all in. Let's watch Pagani. See where he comes out. You can see fuel levels they should be okay. I mean, there's 21 minutes to go out of 40. They're both above half fuel, although Aaron's on 54, so Pagani's 55, but he should be okay. In fact, let's wait for this. A long pit stop. Let's watch Aaron. Let's see if any fuel goes in. I doubt it. Tyres are on. Oh, there's a tiny bit of fuel gone in. As for Pagani as well. Oh my word, it's so close. They're literally inside each other. Oh wow. They each elected to just put... They must have been fuel saving a bit in that first stint, because they've each elected to put... Whoa, and there's contact coming out of her Rouge. Oh, survived it. Aaron's got ahead here. A bit of contact coming out. Don't know whether Pagani got a bad run, but all of a sudden Aaron's alongside him, and now they're challenging each other down into the chicane. Oh wow. Pagani slots back in ahead. This is ridiculous. You're right, Fever. It's mental. Pretty sure you're the only person watching this live, but it is insane. Everybody will watch this back, and they will love watching this. Just brilliant racing. So, everybody's filtered out. Junkie Sport is, having made his pit stop, nearly 4 seconds ahead of Pagani. But lapping in the... Depends how he can pick up his lap times. At best, Junkie Sport's doing low 218s. And these guys at best are doing low 218s. 217.7 per hour. So, it's not beyond the realms of possibility as Ismail pits from the lead, followed by Lee Cole. Not beyond the realms of possibility, especially with those two battling, that Junkie Sport stays ahead of them. Maybe a chance for a podium for him. The leaders are all in. Panda is in as well. So let's watch, check there's nothing going on here. Of course there's something going on here. I do want to see where Junkie comes out relative to everyone else, but let's have a look. Down to the bus stop. I don't think there'll be a move though. No, Aaron's going to sit tight for now. Where does Junk Sport filter out? People are just coming out of the pits now. Ismail will be in the lead. He makes his way out. Here comes Junk Sport round turn 1. And yeah, he slots into third. Just coming out the pits is Andy and Blue Flag. And Pagani and Aaron are right behind them. Pagani's going to try and make the move into Eau Rouge. Here we go. And he's getting out the way once again. Respect to him, he didn't have to do that. He was racing position. A fair play to Andy. He's cost himself places there, but he does not want to get tangled up in a title battle. So yeah, I know someone who wants to get tangled up in a title battle. Here he is. Why not? Why not inject a bit more drama into it? Blue Flag goes to the inside. Trying to hold off Pagani. Pagani is going to try and go all the way round the outside. That may cost him. Aaron is not quite close enough. Stick his nose in. I love the absolute polar opposites there. There's nothing wrong with either of those approaches, but I do appreciate the dichotomy. Andy was like, no, I'm getting out the way. I'm not a part of this. I'm just going to do my own race. Blue Flag's like, no, fuck you. I'm keeping this place. And still he holds it. This will give others ahead of him a chance as well. Junk Sport has a 4-second gap now. He's not all that far behind Lee. Lee, however, is far behind Ismail, who has just scampered away. Putting a bit less fuel than everyone else, but I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. He's got a 5-second gap. Lee is 2 and a bit seconds back to Junk Sport. Then it comes the battle that we are all looking at. Garni is wide, trying to get past Blue Flag. Aaron is alongside him. Aaron could be up here ahead of Pagani. He is. That has cost Pagani. Blue Flag is now holding them up and causing all sorts of chaos. And Pagani with a slide up the final corner and also a half-second penalty to deal with. So all of a sudden, pendulum swings in Aaron's favour. Pagani bleeding off that penalty already into turn 1. Smart. All this has allowed Andy to get back into. I don't think he'll be challenging them for position, but probably quite easy to stay with them at this point. Ismail, meanwhile, has set another fastest lap. 2:17.3. If Aaron could get past Blue Flag and somehow not let Pagani through as well, that could be massive. Oh, but Aaron's got Pagani all over the back of him. Pagani, however, gets to the inside, would have had the run, but then found Blue Flag in his way, so instead, sensibly, he steps back out, gets rid of the last of that half-second penalty, and we carry on as we were. Right, 15 minutes to go in this season. Down to my final beer. Let's go. Let's do this. Still Blue Flag holds 4th place. This is such a dilemma for both of these guys. Because they know, as we saw with Pagani earlier on, they know that every time they try and make a move on Blue Flag, it will be defended, and it gives the guy behind them the chance to get back through. Cheers, Faber. No moves this time. Aaron's going to try and get a good drive off the corner. Try and tackle Blue Flag. It is possible to get past in turn 1. He might be able to stay ahead, but it is a difficult move again. Can he switch back? Oh, man. Here he goes. He's going to make the move. Oh, this is very tight. There's a bit of contact on the way in. Blue flag holds it across the curbs. That may garner him a penalty. I don't know. There was a bit of contact on the way in, so he may get away with it. In the meantime, again, that may cost Aaron. Aaron's having to go defensive. Pagani's going to get the slip from blue flag and go down the outside. And he's passed him. And he's going to try and make the move on blue flag into the corner. No. Oh, jeez. So Pagani back ahead of Aaron, and again it comes to pass. One of them tries to make the move on blue flag. It costs them time. They can't get it done. The other one takes advantage and slots in ahead of them. This is as classic FTRL as you would hope to find. Meanwhile, in Nouveau FTRL, Ismail Truth is 6.5 seconds in the lead. This is his race. And a 2:16.8 on his last lap. Lee also set his fastest lap at 2:17.4, but it's just nowhere near enough to keep in touch. I'm sure he will be pretty happy with second place. And Jug Sports picked up the pace as well, and that's what he needs. He's still 3.5 seconds ahead of Blue Flag, and he's got a good chance of a podium here in his final FTRL race. So back here, Blue Flag now has a half-second gap as Pagani and Aaron battle away. Just a reminder, in case you needed it, Pagani 1 point ahead of Aaron. Aaron is ahead on wins. So, all Aaron needs to do, finish ahead of Pagani. All Pagani needs to do, hold the position he's got now. Now Pagani's made the move, and now he's got the drive off the corner, and now he is ahead of Blue Flag going down the hill. This could be pivotal. Pagani gets the drive off the corner. Blue Flag trying to come back at him. Nothing doing just yet, but he will have the slipstream all the way down into the chicane. Has Blue Flag got the pace to challenge? I'm not sure that he does. Gonna look to the outside. We've lost Kuska and Bross from the room. Not sure what's gone on there. Oh, Blue Flag's made the move. Can he make it stick round the outside? It's so close. Pagani's got the inside line. He breaks late. Pagani's held on, but has it let Aaron through as well? No, not quite. Aaron has to slot back in behind Blue Flag. That could be absolutely key. Pagani is ahead. Can he get away? This could be very difficult now for Aaron. Do not want to overlook, this has been another bit of a masterclass in defensive driving from Blue Flag. And he's still challenging Pagani. He's still only literally less than a tenth behind him. Aaron, of course, has a couple of options here. Trying to utilise this, try and get through. He could try and even push Blue Flag back through ahead of Pagani. Is he going to make the move? Not yet. He's going to let Blue Flag make the move. Blue Flag does make the move. What a move. Down the inside. Retakes 4th place as we go into lap 14. Just over 9 minutes to go. So I make that 4 more laps. And Pagani is very, very wide off turn 1. Somehow, still ahead of Aaron. And the two of them are going to go side by side down through Radion Eau Rouge. Pagani backs out. He cuts the curb as well. That might be a penalty. This is intense. Yes, on second penalty for Pagani. As we've seen before, he has managed to just sit behind and bleed those off, as he's doing right now. Gets rid of it all in one corner. Brilliant from Pagani. It's not as easy as he made it look to get rid of penalties. Although he has dropped back a bit. Close to getting out of slipstream range there, Pagani, but he will claw it back to 6/10. No difference between them in tyres. A bit of a difference in fuel, but with 8 minutes to go, it's not going to make a difference. Aaron's got on cork over the tank. He'll be absolutely fine. So, the latest on lap 14, blue flag, tailed by Aaron, tailed by Pagani. Pagani just struggling to hang on a little here. I don't think Aaron has to get that past blue flag, so that will cost him time. I don't think it's going to make any difference in the end. Pagani just needs to stay in and make sure he gets the toe down the back straight, which he has done. Yeah, absolutely. Comment from Fever and honourable mention for Andy, staying in touch with these guys. I know they're battling, but he's setting 217s. He's not been slow at all. And I think we've seen, certainly in these past, the final few weeks, Andy's moved up. He was pretty. I'm going to check the stats and the standings in case I do him a disservice. I wouldn't want to do that. Let's see. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm right. Andy was pretty much pulling last for quite a few of the races. So we've seen quite a few sort of 2-3 points in there during the mid part of the season, and then in the last 2 weeks, especially Dragon Trail last week and this week, he's really picked it up. And a couple of really good finishes. Obviously, got that 6th place in the last race, and yeah, he's keeping up with these guys. So yeah, it'd be great to see him back next season. He doesn't participate every season. It'd be really good to see him back next season as we try and move into GT7. It'd be good to see him competing. Blue flag will not get out the way. They're not really catching Junkie Sport. Junkie's picked up his pace as well. He was definitely in the 218s in his first stint. He's comfortably now in the 217s. In fact, he set his fastest lap last lap. So all he has to do is keep that up, and he will have himself a podium in his final FTRL race before he retires. I mean, I'm assuming he's retiring. Ismail is comfortable. Lee is comfortable. Junkie Sport also looking pretty comfortable. This is definitely not comfortable. This is anything but comfortable for these three. Blue flag is doing what blue flag does to the utmost of his abilities. Aaron is currently in 5th, ahead of Pagani. 5 minutes to go. If it stays like this, Aaron takes the title on wins. There's a lunge from Pagani down the inside. Can't make it stick though. Aaron holds his line, rides the curb nicely. Aaron does have a 0.4 second penalty. That is mighty close to the line again for 2/3 laps remaining. We're about 4:35 when they cross the line, and the lap 4:35, 4:36 in terms of time remaining, and the laps are being set at about a 2:18. Aaron's got rid of his penalty. He may pick up another one there. That was pretty close to the white line. I think he's got away with it. Can he get past blue flag and put some space between himself and Pagani? course, Aaron doesn't necessarily have to overtake Blue Flag, but it makes life a lot easier for him if he can. Garney's dropping off a bit here. Again, 7 tenths. He needs to try and get back in touch. Bieber's been looking at the fuel and saying they've only got 2 more laps in them. Does that include this lap? I think it has to. I mean, there's only going to be 2 more laps max. I think. I'm not certain. Well, there has to be 2 more laps max, yeah, after this one. Just depends whether it is 2, whether it's 1. I think they'll be okay. Nobody's redlining yet. Yeah, let's see. Garney's right on the limit of slipstream range. Aaron is happy to keep it like this. Blue Flag's trying to drop his penalty going into the bus stop. That's only going to concertina them up. Yeah, they're going to come round, and there will be 2 more laps. Let's see how the fuel holds up. Aaron is most at risk. Right on the back of Blue Flag again. Ismail is redlining with 2 laps to go. Lee is a bit better. Young Sport is a bit better again. So let's just keep an eye on that. And Ross in the chat, having fucked off on the race a while ago, is confirming that Pagani thinks he's short on fuel. But if Pagani is short on fuel, Aaron is most definitely short on fuel, because he is now in the red. And now Pagani tries to make his move. Can't make it stick. Blue Flag is still in the way. Still there. Again, Pagani has a look. Oh, there's a big difference between the 2 of them now. Aaron is going to have to fuel save. This could cost him. Could also cost Ismail his win, but he's got enough of a gap that he can go fuel saving. He should be okay. He didn't need to set low 217s, high 216s for the last 6 laps in a row, but he has done. And it's given him an 8.5 second lead. Junk Sport will be fine. He is looking at a podium. It'll be a great result for him. Blue Flag and Aaron are fully in the red. Garni has just dropped in as well. It would be absolutely amazing if this championship ended up being decided on strategy rather than driving. Rather than out on the track. I hope not. I couldn't bear to see this finish with someone running out of fuel. Really couldn't. But does it mean that Aaron has to fuel save, the Blue Flag has to fuel save? Does that allow Pagani a route through? There's a yellow flag. I'm not sure why. Round we come. There are literally... Oh, Mikey stopped on the home straight to finish his race. That's why. We go through with 0 seconds remaining to the final lap of this championship. The final lap of FTRL and GT Sport. Andy comes home for a very well-deserved 7th place. Panda will follow him home. Jonesy and then Mikey. In the lead is Ismail. Very short on fuel, but you think he should be okay to fuel save unless he hasn't noticed. That could be interesting. Lee's okay. Junk Sport is absolutely okay. Blue Flag is still in 4th. 0.2 of a second penalty for him. Ross dropped out literally because he had to see the drama. That's why Ross dropped out of the race. Fair play. Pagani goes to the outside. Final lap of the race, down to the chicane. Has he made this stick? Blue Flag is getting involved as well. Blue Flag's in the way. Aaron's got ahead of Blue Flag. And so is Pagani. You would think that was now Blue Flag potentially with the fuel he's got left. That might be him out of this battle. So now it is a straight shootout on the final lap of Spa. On the final race. On the final day of this season. Aaron is ahead of Pagani. He needs to stay there to clinch the championship on wins. Oh, I can't bear this. 3/10, 4/10 of a second. Aaron's got the edge, seemingly. Has he got the fuel? There's only half a lap to go. Less than half a lap. I think he might have eked this out. but it's whether he needs to do any more fuel saving, whether Pagani can catch him. Gap now half a second. Pagani needs to get a bit closer if he wants to get him down the back straight. He's saving up his fuel for that run. He must be. Here we go. This is Pagani's last chance to rescue this championship. He was 4 points ahead going into tonight. The gap is now only 1 point. Aaron ahead on wins. He needs to hold this place. Here comes Pagani. Ismail Truth comes across for the win. Lee Cole will be in second. Here we go. Can Pagani make the move? He goes to the outside. He's going to look round the outside of Aaron. Can Aaron hold it? Pagani's got the inside. It's very, very close. He's got him. Has he got him? They get the drive off the corner. Oh my god, it's a run to the line. It's a run to the line. It's Pagani. Oh my, we're 200th of a second. Oh my goodness me. Pagani takes it on the final corner. Ismail Truth with the win. Lee Cole, Junkie Sport with a very well-deserved podium. So, there we go. I mean, you could not get any closer. You really, really couldn't. That was unbelievable. I mean, and I will caveat this. Of course I will. But for now anyway, provisionally. Don't want to make any assumptions because there may be reports to come. But yeah, provisionally, that is where we are. Pagani is provisionally your Season 17 champion. If that stays the same, massive congratulations to him. I certainly don't think there was, in my view anyway, we will wait and see, but in my view there was certainly nothing I've seen that Pagani was at fault for, so I think he takes it 2 points ahead of Aaron in the end. Yeah, 2 points, or as you could put it, 200ths of a second. Absolutely insane. I know Aaron will be gutted, but he's done absolutely brilliantly. He really has. Fantastic driving. Obviously, hats off to Pagani for sending it in at the end there and making that move. Everybody, frankly. It was such a great season to watch, such a great season to commentate on. Thank you to everyone that's been involved, everybody's put the effort in, put the practice in, put the time in. Well done, Junksville, on your podium. Let's just look at the race results there. Get rid of the my Achilles heel, getting rid of these windows, remembering to. There are your final race results. Ismail Truth with the win. Lee Cole second, Junkie Sport third. World's podium for him, and then Pagani, and then Aaron. We could give it to them both, then we would. In the end, Pagani is your champion. So that is it. Hope you enjoyed that. I don't see how you couldn't have done, frankly. But I hope you did. Please make sure you join us next time. We will be back, of course. Most likely on GT7. Nothing confirmed yet, but it seems to be picking itself up. So we'll have a look and see how we go. Information will be out in the near future, I imagine. So yeah, please do join us next time. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for being back. If you enjoyed it. I've been SBY. See you next time.